Hi guys, ArchieLuxury on the Pluta channel. Pluta channel. I'm doing paid review 23 QA30, and this is for Max. We'll just call him Max. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So here we go. Hi Arch. Love watching your shows. You're such a dag. Only turn off when you are eating. Those close-ups are a shocker. Have given you a few bob for a paid review of watches. I have. Received my first one, 1969. I won't sell any and wear one of them every day. Archie, I have a few shitters, but they never stop, and only my dad, Seiko, has ever been serviced. Speaking of shitters, how's your blue German four-door taxi going? Ha ha ha. The plastic hasn't stopped working just yet. Archie, my main interest is cars, but watches rate fairly high as well. Archie, looking at my photo, I love all the different colors and sizes. I need to get your opinion on what Rolex I will add. I hate the way Rolex is stooging everyone up with the way they sell. I will not pay above retail and feel sorry for anyone that does. I have some creed with the AD, having bought two beautiful Tudors. When I bought the Chronos, there was nothing nicer to the eye in the Rolex shop that I would have chosen over these. I visited the Rolex AD 2 weeks ago. At least my old salesman recognized me and allowed me to try on their Air King. I love the look of it. The green matches my car and it has the good 70-hour motor in it. Also considered a no-date sub, but everyone has one of these. I wanted all steel without the Cyclops, so my options are limited. Archie, am I on the right track? A black dial will finish off the collection. I have listed my 9 watches with some info about each. Arch, please keep up the good work entertaining us, but work more on getting into shape. Remember what happened to Elvis. Appreciate all you do on your shows. There is only one pontiff. Hurst. Number 1, top left, we've got a Gyroxa 17 jewel, present from my parents in 1969, back engraved, just working, 34 mils. Number 2, bottom left, Seiko 5606-7000, 25 jewel, bought for my father in 1971, Fiji duty free, 36 mil, being serviced. Number 3, second top, Seiko 56119-6023, green face, bought for myself in 1973, Fiji duty free, 37 mil, glass polished only. Then we've got number 4, bottom second, Omega Constellation gold capped, 34 mil, stunning looking watch. 168-005, serial number 244, one of the famous 100,000 consecutive Omega 561 chronometers. Good read. Swapped this Omega for an old trailer plus $80. Number 5, top third blue Seiko Prospex SBDC 063, bought from Japan in 2020, sapphire lens, 42 mil, added stabe waistband, looks great. Number 6, bottom third, orange Omega Seiko 5, orange Seiko 5 4R36, bought from Japan 2017, see-through back, keeps great time, 41 mil. Then we've got a number 7, Tudor Heritage Chrono Grey 70330N, bought new from AD in 2019 with discount, full set, 42 mils. Number 8, we have got a Seiko Prospex Green Sumo, bought new from AD, 2022, sapphire lens, same color as my car, Bullet, 45 mils. Number 9, Tudor Heritage Chrono Blue 70330B. Bought new from AD in 2019 with discount, full set 42 mils. Arch, please look up the original Tudor ad for this watch, set in Monte Carlo, featuring Ford Cobra, J Craft boat, best watch ad ever. It would be great if you could play part or the full ad on your show. Arch, it just goes to show you don't have to spend much money to enjoy this great interest of watches that we all have. P.S. My son was lucky enough to pick up a new Rolex, black in 2020 from a Melbourne AD. One phone call from his wife. 3 days later, he got the call. Arch, my son is also looking forward to sending you a review of his own. Regards, Hurst, sending PayPal. Thank you so much there, Hurst. So, what do I think of this here? This is a really nice collection. And what I love about it is he tells the story of his ownership. And he may not have, super expensive brands, but there's some really good progression there. He started off the Giroxa. I never have heard of that brand. I think it's a generic sort of Swiss brand from the 60s. Seiko moved in. He got that in 1971 bought from his father. Then there's another Seiko 5 bought in 1973. He's got quite a collection of pieces. It really tells the story of horology in many people's lives. He's got an Omega Constellation gold capped. Yes, gold capped is when it's like gold plating, except it's a bit thicker than gold plating. And that was very popular. It was a very popular thing to do in the 60s and 70s. He's also mentions there a blue Seiko Prospex. Interesting. It's a Japanese. He got it from Japan. Beautiful. He's got an orange Seiko 5. Really strong Seiko. He's also got a Seiko Prospex green. And the two gems in this collection are really the Tudor Monte Carlos. And I've owned the grey one. I had the grey one myself, and I must say they are a two register chronograph. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. They are good pieces. So, this collection here, although it doesn't have, it doesn't have some big names in it. This is a Aussie collection, and it's not far how I can tell you my own story. My dad, I remember he had a Technos. He had a Technos Day-Date blue dial. Then he had a Seiko 5. Then I got a Seiko Quartz, and I begged him to buy the Seiko Quartz off me so I could buy a Quartz Omega, because Wallace Bishop had a clearance on Omega Seamaster. Now, when I say Seamaster, it's not a Seamaster, but it was a chance to get into an Omega, and I was rapt. So, in many ways, your horological progression, I can relate to it absolutely. And that's the thing. It doesn't mean it's terrible if you don't have Rolex, Patek, Vacheron. They're expensive. What I love is the journey and the steps. You've got a nice Seiko. This is your family history. Look at this. We've got the Seiko you got for your dad in 1971. You got the Seiko 5 you got for yourself. You got a Prospex. You got two Prospex. Another Seiko 5 in 2017. You've really done the thing. And the truth is, you've got two really amazing chronographs. The Tudor Heritage Chrono, the Monte Carlo. I've owned that watch. I think I owned it twice. I love them. I think they're amazing. Bang per buck. They are very good bang per buck. So I wouldn't have a problem with that. What Rolex would I get? I've got to tell you, if I was you, what Rolex would I get? You said you don't like the Cyclops, and I kind of, look, I think for you, I would go Steel Sports Rolex. A Milgauss Sea Blue would be perfect. A No Date Sub would be actually not a bad choice. And the Air King would be good. Now, I don't want to disappoint you, but unfortunately, the way the world works now is, unfortunately, having bought two Tudors, I don't think they're going to really do you any favors. And this is the sad thing, that you've got a nice working history here. You've tried, you bought some beautiful pieces, but you know what? That's not going to score you Rolex, I'm afraid. They are pretty nasty fikers. But you know what? Is it wrong to pay grey market? Look. I understand where you're coming from, and I get it. You know, it is bullshit. All this watch stuff is bullshit. But you can either be bitter and twisted or just pay the price and go, I went, just quick wristwatch check, I'm wearing a Maserati Daytona. Now, I sold it cheaply. Well, it was market price at the time, but then I wanted one back. I had to pay considerably more to get it back. And is that bad? Well, that's just the facts of life. That's just how it goes, I'm afraid. That is just how it is. So, in my opinion, I think sometimes you just pay the price, buy it on the grey market. Okay, there's many good dealers in Australia. Shonny in Melbourne. He's for European Watch Gallery. Vintage Watch Co. in Brisbane and Sydney. Luxuria in Sydney. These are cool people, and they will help you out. But would I be paying more than retail for them? Look, you don't want to play the AD games, that's for sure, okay? You don't want to play the AD games. And if you pay a little bit more and you've done and you got it, well, that's okay. So I wouldn't be too harsh on that. I don't think it's terrible to pay overs for it. Otherwise, you're just not going to get it. The games they play, you're going to have to buy a lot of stuff to get the things you want. So personally, just pay it. That's my advice to you. What would I get if I were you? You asked me the question. A black dial. Okay, maybe a black dial Milgauss 39mm Explorer 1. I'd even say to you, don't rule out an Explorer 2 as a beautiful, I know it's got a Cyclops, but that's a beautiful watch to have. So personally, I'd be looking around. I'd add the Rolex. It's going to finish off your collection so beautifully. So beautifully. And I love the way you love cars. Cars bring me a lot of joy. I love cars myself. And I think you've got a beautiful collection there. It tells the family story of the watches. Add Rolex and you are laughing. That's exactly what I would be doing. Add Rolex to that and you are really laughing all the way. So, man, give it a shot. I would be doing that. Add Rolex too. It's a beautiful collection. I love this collection. It doesn't have to be all Rolex or all expensive stuff. I like the family story to it. It really worked. And those Tudors, it's interesting you wanted 2 Monte Carlos. And I agree, that watch is so beautiful. I agree, the Monte Carlo is beautiful. Well done. Get yourself a steel Rolex. And I gotta say, as a collection, I love the story. It's so cool. I really do love the story. Okay, guys, we'll catch you in the next one. I'm ArchieLuxury. Thank you for listening. And don't forget, guys, I can't survive on Google Ads alone. Paid reviews keep me full-time on YouTube. Without paid reviews, it's very hard for me to survive. look down in the description and organize a paid review today. Hi guys, it's ArchieLuxury. Guys, I want to talk to you about David SW. David SW, David SW. Guys, if you are in America, if you are looking for a Rolex watch of your dreams, in fact, if you're looking for a contemporary modern wristwatch, I strongly advise you to look at David SW. Guys, don't play the dealer games. Don't bring in chocolates or Krispy Kremes for your dealer hoping to get a Rolex at retail. It's futile. Please, guys, save your dignity. Keep some pride. Go to David SW. I would highly recommend David SW, David SW. If you're in America and you're looking for a watch, go to David SW, David SW, David SW. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury on the YouTube sensation, the Paul Pluta channel. Guys, I need you to help me out, guys. I can't survive on Google Ads alone. I need you to request a paid review. $50 US, look down in the description. $50 US, I will review your collection. I'll tell you what I think of it and I'll give you some pointers. The other thing is, guys, you can sponsor me on Patreon. Patreon allows you to pay a couple bucks a month, $1, $2, $5, whatever you want. And it keeps me going on YouTube because, guys, I'm in a niche. Nobody can make money out of the views I get. The views are crap because it's a small specialized area and I don't talk about garbage for the sake of views. Guys, sponsor me on Patreon, look down below, and I will see you in the next one.